Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the PML Wrestling Show. I just realized I had the same shirt on because we were going back to back.
Back to back, dude.
That's right, yeah.
One in the can.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. We are the PML Crew, as always. Rich Lopez, Homeboy Malloy, Robert Price, always with us on the top shelf. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, sir. Drank one for the one match. You drank two for the first match.
I'm only having one for the third.
One for the
second.
One for the second. There you go. And then I'm sipping one.
We got Samantha Bowman over here, or Malloy in the corner. She's my wife. What's up?
Yeah, give her the premarital government.
What? Do we have bottled water? We don't, but we have gallons of water. And hold up real quick, people of the PML Wrestling Show.
Go ahead. You literally put the box. Unbelievable. Watch the laptop.
I know, I'm watching it. Oh, God.
Watch the tripod.
All right, so, Rich, how about you
tell
tell everybody where they can find us?
Well, I can't do that right now. Are we good?
Yeah, we got it.
Cool. No, you're good.
Or why would we use the water box?
Yeah, that's true, too. There you go. What was it? You can catch us on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at PML Show. Hopefully we'll be more tentative than Homeboy, using the platform of a water box.
In the words of SpongeBob SquarePants, water!
Water for squitters! Anyway, this is a PML Wrestling Show, PML Crew. I already said our names. Yeah, same shirt because we're going back to back. We got a busy week. Well, you guys are listening this week. So we had a busy week this week. Post-Easter, I have a birthday party I got to prep for. I know you got your part-time stuff going on.
We're not doing the show next week?
No, but they're listening, so.
Oh, cool. Didn't know that's right now. Cool. All right.
Well, what do you think we're recording two for?
I just thought to have whatever. I like it.
Yeah, we're not going to have a show. So the fans are listening.
So this show next week that you listen to today, when you're listening to it, might be better than the first show because there's some beers before this show. That's what you start to do. We start having pre-show beers. Like
pre-production beers? Pre-production beers?
Yeah, back in the day, we used to pre-game heavily before we would go out and about, take Ubers everywhere we went, and have a great time.
Smart,
and I just think about every time I hear the word pre-game is when we're at your apartment and Dan Doug goes, "You guys pre-game this hard? I'm coming here every weekend."
So we do, baby. It's how we roll,
so shout
baby.
out to Dan Doug. That's a little bit about our personal lives. And
that's right.
We'll keep going.
Well, we can't pregame as hard for these shows because then we could probably talk about 3 hours worth of wrestling, or we could just laugh for about 3 hours of wrestling. So maybe we'll do a one beer pre-production, and then we'll let the
juices flow.
Yeah, we'll let the juices flow. But yeah, so yeah, I'm a beer in, you're 2 beers in, because we each had one. You had 2 beers the last episode. I had 1 the last episode. You obviously didn't know we're recording this for next week. Anyway, you guys are listening to it. You're gonna hear us every week. We just kind of prepped this in advance because we had such a busy week this week. So
I can't wait to go to CC's birthday party. I'm actually really hyped for that.
Hopefully it'll be litty, man. I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to do at first birthdays, but it should be fun.
Well, this is what she needs to do. She needs to slap someone because she's the fresh princess of Sawyersville.
Oh yeah, we just call her the Fresh Princess. We can say of Nipa, of Wilkes-Barre, whatever. Sawyersville, Pennsylvania, whatever it is. But yeah, hopefully it's a good time.
The world.
Yeah, so that's wrestling's never on the back burner per se, but for this week it's on the back burner. But you guys are still listening to the show.
We had a lot of good times at a burner.
We definitely did do that. Yeah, 100%. But anyway, last week you guys listened to our first little new version of our show, like with a template. We're gonna just watch along. We're gonna watch a match, and you guys are hopefully watching along with us, or at least listening along with us. Yeah. So last week it was Triple H versus The Rock, Backlash 2000. We are gonna follow it up this week with Orton versus Foley at Backlash 2004. It's a hardcore match for the Intercontinental Title. Here on out, you guys can either pick which match you guys want. If not, we'll just continue. Obviously, within the match, we'll talk about the actual show, maybe the roster landscape, obviously of 2004, that Ruthless Aggression era. We might even throw a couple self-high fives in here, whatever our topic is. We might even talk quickly about current stuff. It's whatever we talk about, it will be throughout this actual match, as well as talking about the match. I know that might kind of sound confusing, but if you guys watched our show or listened to our show last week, I feel like we did a pretty decent job. Hopefully it gets better, obviously, or more entertaining because we're always hard on ourselves trying to make this content good. But I didn't think we did a bad job. I thought we did a pretty good job. Hopefully this week is just as good and we can continue to go forward. But you guys have any thoughts or input on matches or pay-per-view? And then we could pick the match, whatever you guys want. Definitely reach out to us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at PML Show. And then you can listen to our show or watch our show on YouTube, or you can listen wherever you get your podcasts every Friday at the crack of dawn. So, all that to say, we're going to start off with Backlash 2004, Randy Orton versus Mick Foley. I'll give you guys a timestamp to get you guys going. Should have did that before I did all my talking. We are at 1 hour, 3 minutes, 25 seconds.
And guess what, guys? It has started.
Okay, so you guys might need to rewind us until you guys find your spot. But anyway, we are at the point now. Just to give everybody a timestamp. 1 hour 30. Sorry, 1 hour 3 minutes 42 seconds. Orton right now is doing his amazing pose with the pyro and the IC title around his waist.
That was a cool Evolution T-shirt. They had some cool T-shirts. Fun fact: this is around the same time I went to the same live event I talked about in the last episode. And that's when Evolution was very popular.
Oh, with the signs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Evolution was super popular, and my dad allowed me and my brother to get a T-shirt apiece.
Shout out, dude.
At
T-shirts
the,
are not cheap.
Yeah, they were
Back in the day.
No, they were expensive. And we were allowed to get one T-shirt apiece when we went, and I wanted the Evolution T-shirt that said paid, laid, made. I was 10, did not know what laid meant. I knew what paid meant.
You're 30. Were you now 28?
Yeah.
You still don't know what laid means.
No. I had relations twice in my whole life, that's it.
Well, we have proof of one.
Yeah.
Because you got a baby. We got proof of one. Oh, before the match goes, you cheers. I forgot.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, dude, let's do it.
There you go. What are you sipping on, by the way?
A Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA. You know what the 60-minute stands for? 6%.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
One episode, I had the 90-minute. It was a 9%.
Dang.
And let's just say, at the end of the episode, I was like, I'm going to go to bed.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Very smart man.
Yeah, so at that show,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
did not get the Evolution shirt because it said laid on it.
What'd you get?
Remember? I got a Goldberg shirt. I'm
God.
pretty sure. Michael got a Goldberg shirt, and I got an HBK shirt where he had like the godfish thing going on. It said like something religious on the back of it.
You were heavy into the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I know
yeah.
you still are. Are you still?
Yeah, for the
I'm
most
not trying
part.
to get up personal, but
it was just
you just
odd.
sit.
That like my mom was like, no, that I am getting a God shirt. Like it could have went one way or the other, and it went that way. I have that Mick Foley T-shirt. I was Mick Foley I was Cactus Jack one year for Halloween.
Oh, that's right, you were, dude.
Yeah.
Coming out huge with this is before they named it Barbie, but the barbed wire bat. There's a cool little scene here. It starts out hot out the gate, where he's just swinging that bat.
You know,
speaking of swinging the bat, opening day just actually happened last week, so that's kind of cool.
It was
for the sports.
It was, yeah. Now let's look at this quick.
Yeah, let's talk about the match real quick.
So, did you watch Evil? Let's
I have not watched that yet. No, did you? Is
Yeah.
it good? Is it weekly or can you binge watch?
You can binge watch it.
Thank God.
And I binge watch.
I'm starting to get really
almost
pissed
all
off
of it.
with all these streaming services. Oh, weekly episodes. It's like no. I'm paying to watch this now.
Yeah. I
like-
want to sit on my couch. I want to eat Samoan Girl Scout cookies and drink beer and watch the TV show.
That's right. Like this new weekly show stuff. It's like, what are we going back to TV? But I'm like paying per like service. Like no, I'll just go to cable TV if that's the case.
Exactly. So
Bullshit.
In
Look at that
Evil,
swing.
Orton talks about like how he had a drug problem and stuff, and like
Swing again.
different
Bang.
things. It's like he's like it really affected my work. I'm like, I think some of Orton's best stuff was like in 04.
Oh, dude, Legend Killer gimmick. 100%.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. That's my favorite one.
04, and honestly, maybe when he won the like they redid the Undisputed title during the Authority angle. That was my two favorite because one was like this guy's a badass, and then it's like this guy's solidified.
Yeah, I completely agree. We're at 1 hour 7 minutes 9 seconds. In case you guys, from hopefully when you guys rewinded or we're already on your spot, you guys are keeping up with us. Foley looking pretty good here. This is
probably the best shape Foley was in from. If you look at the, we look back a year ago, right, or 4 years ago, we did our last show, 3 years ago. He wasn't in good shape at WrestleMania, in my opinion, but he was in good shape for that Hell in a Cell match. He got fat real quick.
Yeah.
Then he got he looked like poopy for WrestleMania 20, and I think now.
See, I think WrestleMania 20 looked good. I just think that
I think look good. I think
it's just hard to look bad when it's hard to look like a standout when you have The Rock with you have Orton, and then you have Batista.
Yeah,
like
Flair even looked like a heavyweight then. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
Flair
just hard with the people. Then. Yeah. What was I gonna say? This is actually to speak about WrestleMania 20. This is kind of like a rematch in a way. WrestleMania 20, it was the Rock and Sock Connection against the three members of Evolution: Ric Flair, Orton, and Batista. Batista, Orton, and Flair obviously came out victorious. And then obviously this continued the feud of Orton and Foley. So you don't have Batista here, you don't have Flair, you don't have The Rock.
I think this is some of the best work Foley ever did. Foley's two best matches in WWE, in my opinion, is him versus Orton, him versus Edge. Well, the Triple H stuff is awesome. The Taker stuff's awesome. That's what got him there.
Yeah.
But these matches, I've gone back and watched these matches.
It brings up the younger talent.
Multiple times. So many times I've watched these. And also another one that's entertaining in this post, like, I'm retired Mick Foley era.
Yeah.
Him and Flair at SummerSlam is not bad.
No, it's good. I mean, but it's
more good for what it was.
Yeah, exactly. I wish it was. I think it could have been actually been a little bit more dragged out, but I think there's personal matters that got involved with that.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Do you kind of wish that this match? Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, but obviously how this match turns out. Do you wish that this was at WrestleMania 20 or no? Or do you like the kind of the?
I like the concept of The Rock coming in for WrestleMania 20. I like the fact that you get to see Rock in there with, because I don't know what else The Rock would have did. Personally, I would have to go back and maybe we could rebook that on another show. But
WrestleMania 20, that'd be a good idea.
But you see Rock in there with Flair, which never happened.
Yep.
You see Rock in there with Orton, which never happened. I really don't care about Rock and Batista. No.
Well,
Batista's great, and I feel like Batista gave as much as the business. I feel like at one point here's Austin. If everyone could see on the camera, here's Austin, and Batista was like right here, like The Rock's here.
I do think
Triple H
is
is here, but Batista's like he's close.
I do think there was a time where Batista was more popular than Cena.
It was only 4. Batista was only there for like really 4 years where he was good, like from 2005 to 2009. That was all Batista.
Yeah.
Like I was a huge Batista mark. I actually liked him more than Cena.
So I mean, I think there was a time where he was more popular than Cena. It's crazy what
he wore the suits. He looked like a heavyweight champion.
Oh yeah.
He was a really good wrestler. He was really over with the fans. I think he was just old and injuries. He was very. I wasn't saying he's old.
No, but he was an older dude for the business.
Yeah, he was 40, I think, when he came in, right?
I think he's a little bit younger, but I think he was in his 30s. But either like being 30s, man, and his size of him, like your body can't withstand that.
No. You see all these guys are powerlifters.
That's a beautiful wired bat right there. That's perfectly wired. But the thing too I like about Foley, and I think it's
like stuff like like so you can see our face reactions probably like if you're watching on
on YouTube. If not, you can listen to our excitement hopefully. But it's kind of cool like with Foley, like he always knew he wasn't going to be like the most athletic or like the most charismatic, even though I think he has great charisma for his character.
I think my wife has the same boots
as Cactus. Nice. You probably role play, dude. You're probably you probably play Dude Love.
Bang bang.
Bang. There you go. You probably play Mr. Sacco actually as he whips that out.
But apparently I don't like to wear a sock.
Yeah. Oh God. It's crazy though how Foley was always able to bring like the brutal side out of another person. So like obviously in '98 you get that with Austin, even though he already had that edge, but you got to like see it. '99 you got that with The Rock. 2000 you got that with Triple H.
Best person I think he ever got it out of, the best was first person I think was Triple H. In my opinion, like he did with The Rock.
Me it was The Rock. I like what he did with The Rock.
Yeah, I like the Triple H stuff better, but I was a little bit more of a Triple H mark than a Rock mark.
I mean that could be it. 100%. That could be it. But I mean either way, I still think it was the same impact. But that's just a testament to what even Undertaker in '96. Remember, the Undertaker was a zombie guy the way he walked, and then all of a sudden he's throwing like 50 punches an hour, but
yeah, he's flipping off the ropes and doing like all this stuff.
So it's cool what he was able to do. Oh, we got some juice in here, peeps. Hopefully you guys can. If you guys are watching, that means you're obviously allowed to do it. But
dude, let's talk about modern wrestling real quick. So I saw Roman Reigns on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Yeah,
and they show like where he's all bloody going against Brock at WrestleMania, where he's like got the big bloody face. He's like
Okay.
And it's like, Jimmy Kimmel's like, so what were you thinking of this moment? He's like, honestly, yeah, playing the character, I'm like ready to roll, like ready to rock. He goes, reality, look at my face, I look like that because I'm literally just wiping the blood out of my eyeballs. And I'm just like, thank God I could see.
That's crazy.
It's just like looking at like the modern
Was
day,
he on
like,
Kimmel or Fallon?
Or Fallon.
Okay, I was just going to say, because I remember, like, I know Fallon, I don't know if he's a wrestling fan, but usually when it comes to SummerSlam or WrestleMania, Fallon's the one that usually gets all the, like, Rollins and Reigns. And I think he got Becky and Alexa Bliss on there and Strowman a couple times. So I don't know if he's a wrestling fan or if that's, like, a thing with Peacock, obviously, or NBC. Because
it just seems like Jimmy Kimmel is also very, too. I feel like they both get a lot of wrestlers on. But Jimmy Kimmel gets more, like, Triple H, John Cena.
I got you. Yeah, like the bigger name, like bigger names.
Yeah, Taker was on there, just came up and showed up. I think chokeslammed someone. Was
nice. But this is kind of the breakout match for it. To me, this is the match, and we can go back to the modern stuff too if you have anything else. But this is where I feel like the company was like, we can give Orton the belt.
Yeah.
Brock left with a bad taste in our mouth.
His selling is awesome.
Yeah, that's a beautiful image right there. I mean, for
that
like
probably
showing
actually really hurt though. I don't know.
I'm sure Foley's putting it in a little nice, honestly. But
yeah, and they say too, like even like with the thumbtacks and stuff, it doesn't really hurt.
Oh no, I think the thumbtacks hurt, bro. Like I'm sorry.
Did you ever have to do thumbtacks? No.
No, you crazy, dude. I'm not getting paid to do that.
Dude, you got. I didn't say that. You got slapped in the back with a kendo stick.
I still say that shit hurts, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'll never forget that. That was so funny.
You go first, pal.
You're like, I'll go first. I'll get it out of the way. Well, whoever goes in first has to flip over the rope and take a kendo. Well, he's like, oh, I can't go over the top rope. I'm like, you liar, bro. You liar. You can do it. You can do it sloppy. And it's good if you did it sloppy because it's not really your character. Yeah, you have a mask on. But you're like, I really don't want to take that. I'm like, whatever. I'll take one for the team. But no, those are the good old times.
I did get.
I was actually looking at. You know, we always wanted to come back as a tag team.
Yes, we should still do that.
We should definitely still do that. I was actually looking at attire for us to come out to.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What we should do.
There's a great tease by Foley, by the way. Sorry.
We should reach out to our friend John Trosky around my birthday weekend. We should go up there for my birthday. Just
was that July?
Yeah.
July 6th, right? July 6th?
Yeah.
Okay. I always forget it's the 6th or the 7th. Oh, yeah, why not? Why not do that? We're at 1 hour, 15 minutes, 19 seconds, 2021. You have Foley about to light this shit on fire. Great tease.
Oh, my God.
What was I going to say, though? Modern wrestling, too. We forgot to talk about it last week's show. Bischoff, little appearance. I always forget about that. Samoa Joe, AEW bound. Do you like that pickup? I know we always talk about non-wrestling, but if there was ever a non-WWE guy, or like stop signing him. But I think if you're thinking of that Ring of Honor class,
I'm excited about what Ring of Honor could be.
Okay.
It's gonna be cool. I don't know where it's gonna be on TV. I don't know if it's gonna be like a. I think this is gonna help AEW get in the streaming world.
Oh, I agree with that. You need more content, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy like how AEW has like two companies. It's like imagine Vince running ECW and
like knowingly
WWE, but it's like he was just funneling money to them. He was like, Paul Heyman's a good dude.
Yeah.
He take care of it. Yeah.
That's why I was like, I really wish, and I know they're doing it. I think AEW's going on New Japan World for like New Japan audience. I really wish New Japan would bring their stuff to AEW, make me would actually buy it. If I knew that I can get New Japan, Ring of Honor, and AEW stuff,
I would buy.
I would 100% get it.
I pay another $5 a month.
Yeah. Well, your boy, I think I spent $9 right now because I don't do ads. I can't deal with that shit. That's another thing too. I'm paying for non-ads.
You want all your shows at once and no ads.
No ads, dude. If I'm paying money, yes.
And why is this out of the ring? What is it for?
That's beautiful. Bed of barbed wire. That's very Terry Funk Foley-esque.
Yeah, their match in Japan.
And now, honestly, this is the first time I believe that this is actually on WWE TV as well. I could be mistaken.
I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think, too, like speaking about modern stuff, and we can talk about that here. So,
of course.
Foley did a lot with Terry Funk, I believe in New Japan and All Japan. I don't know if it was at All or New.
Yeah.
I feel like they're all the same. They probably all own each other now. They all it's like WWE
it's all 90s stuff. Yes, I'm not really 100% sure. I would say All Japan though.
Let's just say they like New Japan owns All Japan now. Like they bought their content, like WWE bought WCW, ECW's content. Just say that's the case.
Oh, beautiful! Real quick, what do we got here? Ooh, look at the camera flashing. You missed that, man. I'm gonna say that every time we watch an old show because I just feel like that's an imagery that like Sierra, Mackenzie.
They won't get that.
They will never understand that. It just shows, like, even if you watch Super Bowl kickoffs and stuff like that, like, you just don't see that shit anymore, and it's just sad.
Because everyone's like this.
Yeah. But go ahead, though. Foley and Funk.
Now, do you think all those matches which aren't on the Peacock,
Yeah.
you'd be able to watch those in, like, this concept like we're talking about? Like, it's all those old matches and stuff?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I don't
Because
know
there's
who
such huge
owns...
libraries. Because there's New Japan, All Japan, that you never get to see, like...
It's just a matter of who owns it, though.
Yeah.
Like, if New Japan owns it, yeah, I would love to see. I mean, I would... If I knew the people and I knew the match... Because that's the thing, too.
Now, for
I could be
instance-
completely wrong, but I feel like especially in Japan, like, the style was so stiff. I feel like a lot more injuries happen there.
Yeah.
And I can't do injuries.
I can't
so,
watch
like,
that
if
either.
I
I don't like
could,
that shit either.
if I could, like, somehow get a, like, graphic that says, like, somebody gets injured, like, don't watch, I will, and, you know, obviously some matches that don't have that, meaning that nobody got injured, I would 100% watch. But I just get really scared with that strong style of somebody really getting hurt. Now, I would assume to keep it PC in, 2022, if it's 90s content,
Beautiful dropkick.
100%. You're going to do, like, the graphics of, like, this content, may not be.
Yeah.
So I would like it. But, I mean, I definitely watch a Foley and Funk match because I know that they're okay.
Now,
I've seen them right now.
For instance, like, yeah, it'd be cool to go back and watch those matches. But I feel like Bruiser Brody got reintroduced to a whole new audience during Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
And I never really saw it. I watched a couple of his matches on YouTube, but you can't find those on the network.
No.
You can't. So, because he was big in Japan and big in...
Vader's another one.
Yeah, so Vader.
Stan Hansen.
Even
Hogan, dude, used to work a
Hogan,
completely different style.
Yeah.
Insane different style.
And then you have Hogan, and you also have... who's the guy who got electrocuted?
God.
Very, very big dude.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Abdullah the Butcher. Also, too, I'm just going to throw this out here because I listened to a podcast with Jericho. He is getting effed hard. So,
Wait, what are we talking about? Who?
Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh.
So if you
Look at
guys
those
have
tax.
if you guys have some money, search Abdullah the Butcher's GoFundMe and give him a couple bucks. He could use it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He's getting sued for $2.5 million that he doesn't have. He can't read.
Jesus.
And he was sued for $2.3 million because apparently gave someone hepatitis C.
Oh yeah, that's been like a
Yeah.
that's been in the rumor mill for years, dude.
Yeah, but so it's a real thing
at
now. And like everyone's saying, like, he was saying in an interview, he's like, well, if I have hepatitis C, he's like, why doesn't Ric Flair have hepatitis C?
Watch this. Ooh! First time somebody besides Foley goes into the tax, and no shirt.
Is that something you think they test
And
for
he's
these
a
guys?
pretty boy.
Like, you got the blood and the guts. It's like...
That's what I'm
you worry
saying. This is
about
where I
that
feel
kind
like
of
the
shit?
marketing was like, hey, Orton's that dude. I feel like he landed heavy on his hands because he can't move his hands, and there's like 16 tacks in his hands.
Angle
That's why
said it
they didn't
doesn't
go
hurt and you
backstage.
can't even feel it.
Like he can't even roll. He just rolls. He's probably in so much pain. Like I feel like when you land, your adrenaline of getting ready for it is legit. But
Yeah,
like
especially
after like a couple
his
minutes,
leg,
we're like
his
yeah.
elbow and stuff. Like, and you're like...
That's what I'm saying. Like
You got so many
it's been
nerves,
bent.
like, right here
Yeah,
and,
like
like, here.
it's been bent the whole time. You know what I mean? But that's the other thing too. Like everybody goes to that Edge Foley match at this is out. That would be 2 years later than this match in 2006.
This is better than the Edge Foley
This
match.
is the I agree because this is I feel like they took a template of this match and obviously just showcased it on a bigger scale. But yeah, I just there's everything. Like I just like this match, and Orton always says this is one of his favorite matches because this is what broke him out. He feels like
This is definitely his breakout match for Evolution.
yeah.
Definitely for sure. It shows a sadistic side of him. It shows sadistic and then also scared heel. He's playing both those roles really well.
Yeah. Real quick, while we have no action, before I forget, UK's finally getting a big pay-per-view for the first time in a very, very, very long time. I saw the pre-order requests were like record-breaking.
That's cool.
You think that's gonna be cool?
The best thing was what Drew McIntyre said. He said since he came back to WWE, he just wants to have
You
a
think
big
he gets his
pay-per-view
title
on it.
shot at that show?
I think he wins the title back there.
You think he wins it?
Hey, put
Malloy calling the shot, dude.
Said
Vlad
the fans come
Jr. over
happy.
here.
Yeah.
You're Vladdy Jr. over here.
But it's like, who's going to be champion at that point? It's like, Roman? He's not going to end Roman's streak. Because it has, and like, he's not going to beat The Rock. So imagine The Rock, like...
I mean, The Rock could screw Reigns, but I feel like you wouldn't want to do that to the UK crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a good showing, but like if you want Drew to win a big title, you want him to win it clean.
Yeah. Like
With
how he
that
beat,
crowd.
like, I mean, he's one of the very few people who's beat Lesnar. And I look at it this way.
I think he has legit. I think if Reigns was to ever lose it clean, I don't mind Drew.
Neither do I.
I think they had one match at
beaten
Survivor
Lesnar.
Series, and it was because of a champion versus champion. It wasn't no build to it. You know what I mean? So
I
it's like
feel
if you have a
like-
good build, like if they have a match at SummerSlam, Reigns wins on like a screw job or whatever. Obviously, that show is in September, so that could just be the follow-up return match, where it's probably gonna be bigger and better.
I look at Reigns and Lesnar very specifically because they're the only two people that beat Taker, and I feel like beating Taker is more than the belt.
Especially at Mania, I agree.
Especially at that Mania level. So it's like the people who've actually beaten Lesnar
We're gonna get a spot from
Reigns
Foley here.
lately have been so big that it's like, okay, Drew's beaten both of them in single competition.
Yep.
That's believable.
Look at Foley here.
But the rest of them really, like, there's no one else who's really beaten them in the last couple of years. So I feel like that's the only person that's valuable, like malleable.
No, 100%. Would you sit there? Would you lay there and take that bump?
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, you already have like 65 tacks in your left elbow.
At this point, I'd be like, are you alive?
Are you there?
I'd be like,
Are you
dude,
live?
I'd be like, what's the next spot?
Dude, let's go over this Backlash match real quick. I forgot about that. Backlash card. This is the match that we're covering. The card. Start off with a dark match, dude. Val Venus against Matt Hardy.
Hello, ladies.
There you go. Opener of the actual pay-per-view. Shelton Benjamin, who started getting a push after the tag team split. Going up against Ric Flair. 9 minutes, 29 seconds. That's really cool.
I would love to wrestle Ric Flair, so.
Coachman versus Tajiri. 6:25.
That was actually a pretty good. That was entertaining.
I'd say
Tajiri
it's dart match content, but not the
Yeah.
time. 6:25 is pretty good. Jericho versus Christian and Trish Stratus in a handicap match. I think that was pretty cool. They had a really good match at 20.
They did.
Good.
I think that was Christian's best singles match at Mania.
I'd have to think about that, but off the cuff, I agree with you. Victoria versus Lita for the women's championship. Victoria retaining. Orton versus Foley. We're obviously covering that now. Hardcore Intercontinental Title Match. Do you think this is the most forgotten Intercontinental Title Match of all time? I have one.
Is this
ahead
for
of
the Unify the Hardcore Intercontinental title?
No, this is a Hardcore Intercontinental Title Match. Like the Hardcore title's been gone for 2 years now.
Oh yeah. Jeez, what the hell am I thinking? I feel like
It's the Dogfish. You know what I think the most important forgotten Intercontinental Title match is, and it shouldn't be, the Warrior Hogan match.
Very true.
I wish everybody just thinks it's for the WWE title. I always forget, like it's actually title for title. But this is number 2. I always forget that this is for the IC title.
Yeah, so did I, because I was like, wait, is there a Hardcore Intercontinental unification match? Like, what's that? Because I know Kane does that at some point.
Yeah, he does that with Triple H in 2002 or 2003.
Yeah.
Hurricane and Rosie follow this up. They're gonna follow this match.
Is that this
against
shit?
Technically it's Shit and Hurricane, superhero in training, and the Hurricane against La Resistance. 5 minutes 2 seconds.
I really like that tag team. I did.
Wait, La Resistance?
Yeah, they were a great heel tag team.
I agree. And then we got Edge and Kane to kind of set up the main event. That was 6 minutes and 25 seconds. And then we had a rematch of WrestleMania 20's main event. Benoit versus Triple H versus HBK. Triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. 30 minutes, 12 seconds. A lot of time there. Looks like it's a decent card. Obviously, I didn't rewatch this whole pay-per-view.
I forget who wins the title in that match.
Benoit
holds
it
it
from
SummerSlam, right?
Yep.
And then that's when Orton beats him.
Look at you, dude.
Like a little bit. I know a little bit about it a little bit.
Yeah, you do. I like it. I was going to say something, too. I don't want to say this.
Say it. We're live.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think. I like the term Backlash. I hate the term WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Okay, I was going to say, do you agree with that? Because I was like, obviously some of these are carryovers from WrestleMania, rightfully so, because most of the time.
And some of the matches are better. Like the last two, you're following us the last 2 weeks. I think these last 2 matches we watched are better than the WrestleMania matches.
Yeah.
I feel like the Mania matches served a purpose, and maybe they would have been like roles reversed.
Yeah.
So this match happens at Mania, and then you have the Rock and Sock match versus Evolution at Backlash.
The only thing, I agree with you for the Rock and Triple H one that we watched last week, but I feel like it's very hard with Rock's status to have him at Backlash. Like, I feel like it would have to be Madison Square Garden. It would have to be MSG. Yeah. I think we're getting to the end here. I could be wrong, but overall thoughts, this was, we talk about the breakout of Orton. Do you like him being the youngest world champion?
Yes.
Because obviously he took that record from Lesnar. They had Lesnar and WWE at the time had a falling out.
To see where it went,
Yeah,
Yes.
like he deserves it.
He's still
right?
there. He's one of the few guys who've actually done something very early in their career. They deserve it at the end.
Yeah.
I feel like two of the most deserving people for how their careers have gone so far is him winning the youngest world title and Lesnar beating Taker.
Makes sense, yeah. It worked. And then obviously Cena's won it the most. Look at that RKO. Beautiful.
I hope Cena beats Flair's record, honestly.
That'd be cool.
'Cause he's
That would
such a
like
good
those
dude.
three. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those three all
I'm not saying Flair's not, but it's like Flair, so it's just it hasn't been done in 40 years.
Yeah, look at the ref doing the three there. Look at the sell. I was gonna say that's crazy. I'm surprised he didn't hit attack, but he actually sells it, so he probably did. RKO, this is when it started getting really hot out of nowhere. Maybe Kyoto really did hit the tax because he's still selling the hand.
He's like
I would
"Mother
never.
effer."
I would never. I'd be like, yo, give me gardening gloves because I'm not hitting this mat.
That was a terrible RKO, but yeah.
Yeah, there was like no space, but
That
it
was
was
like
a way
the
to get it
DD.
over.
Like honestly, Diamond
Two.
Cutter, I feel like was just a poorly done RKO. I don't know how you feel about that.
DDT.
No, no, not the DDT.
What'd you
the
say?
Diamond Cutter, like DDP's Diamond Cutter, is just a poorly done RKO.
No, dude, if you watch some of those DDP Diamond Cutters as this match is over and Orton obviously retains and kind of showcases the crowd how tough he can be, Diamond Cutter is definitely with the template of what, like the...
Oh yeah, because maybe it's the Ace Crusher.
No, I think the Ace Crusher was sloppy, but it
Yeah.
also showcased like a switch in music. Like you could hit it from anywhere on anybody, so I like it. Dude, when we were trampoline wrestling, dude, the Diamond Cutter was my move. And the scissors kick, which I was able to transition into the sanctuary,
Well, it was cool.
baby.
It was cool how DDP like kind of like grabbed you by the neck and he's just like looks around
Oh, yeah.
and then he hit it.
And
that was Randy did that at first, like he'd bring them out and then he hit it.
Yeah.
So that was
dude,
cool.
the one on Fabulous Moolah is just legendary. She almost has like a freaking headstand.
Yeah.
Kursk was legit. Look up. Batista looks like $1 million right there, too.
Flair looked really good too. He was in his 50s there.
Oh, yeah.
Like amazing.
Look at that.
Like
He
just
goes nuts right here, too. Yeah.
But just think of Flair. Flair went out all night probably with Randy Orton and then would wake up and go to the gym with Batista.
Probably. That's insane.
Yeah.
What do you give me the Malloy rating? I didn't ask you on last week's show. What's the Malloy rating on this match?
I think it's one of the best Intercontinental Championship matches in history, so I would say probably 8 out of 10.
Also the most forgotten about,
Yeah.
arguably. But either way, look at Flair just irritating.
So what do you think? Horseman versus Evolution? I'm picking Evolution.
I will go Evolution too, but I'm obviously
I'm more
when it comes
WWE
to-
too.
Yeah, say when it comes to content like that, I'm more WWE. So back in the '80s, I also there were so many versions when I started like watching. Like I always
Yeah,
go
you
to
got
like
Sid.
my go-to watching wrestling is the '90s, which is way past the original Horseman. So if I was like alive during the '80s, I might have a different answer, but I would have to go Evolution. Honestly, my favorite faction, I don't even know if my favorite faction would be, to be honest with
Mine's DX, the original '97 DX.
you. Yeah, I could see that. I think that too.
But
I really think
Evolution
the
is my
corporation
second.
could have been done if it was done better, kinda.
Yeah, well, everyone and their brother was there, just like the NWO.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good pick.
But this makes the Intercontinental title doesn't mean shit today in comparison to this.
Oh, dude, it's because the freaking way it looks, bro. I can't stand it.
So WWE, just like we're gonna start closing out the show here, but WWE wants to unify more titles.
I did see that.
What do you think? IC title versus US title. What title do you keep? What title do you get rid of? What do you call it? Something new? Like what do you
See,
do?
those are the two titles I would keep. I
Yeah,
like
I
this
agree.
because it's like one's obviously like the United States, like it's domestic, and then the other one's like kind of like global.
Yeah.
I would definitely just like we talked about. I would unify the women's championship, the singles.
Yep.
And I'll keep the tag team. That might make it a little bit more meaningful. And then I would definitely. And
Well,
I
the
think they're
tag
going to that. I
teams
think they're going to that route. I think
Are
they'll-
legit.
I think
It's
that-
just they don't like. But so the tag team champions, I feel like
Talking
are
for
legit.
women's?
No, the men's. I'm talking
Well,
about
no,
the
of course,
men's
but
tag
I
division.
feel, but I don't. I'm okay with them unifying the tag team.
Yeah,
There's
so
a-
am I. I just feel like Randy Orton, Riddle's legit. The New Day's or not the New Day. The Usos are legit. So it's like, but the tag team division's actually legit if you put it all together.
Yeah, it's
It's
yeah,
like
100%.
You know, you're pulling apart. You're having different stuff here, different stuff there. It's
Well, hopefully
like
they go with that though.
I think they should go with that because Riddle and Orton versus the Usos. I feel like that's a pay-per-view main event match.
Well, yeah, hopefully it will be. Hopefully it will be, or at least close to it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though, too. It's like I feel like the women's tag team division will be better when there's only one singles championship.
Yeah.
Because you're obviously you're only gonna have two people in a feud instead of four
You're
for
gonna
a women's
have three.
title.
You have like 35 women on the roster.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm guessing. I might be lying. Check it out. Fact check me. But and then they're competing for 3 titles, and then you have 70 guys on a roster competing for
like 9.
9.
Like yeah. So I do hope that they do they already have the men's singles main title.
That gold belt looks cool. I don't know if you saw like a leak of what the WWE title is going to look like soon.
No, but I did see
all gold.
Yeah,
it looks cool. It brings like to me, it's literally how it should. World Heavyweight title, WWE title, had relations, and made a title.
Yeah, I think we did talk about that. Where like it's the inside that's gold.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did talk about that. And I hope that
big
they do
gold,
do
and
that.
it's like a dark, like black, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
WWE, like that.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
That would be
and I
100%
think
cool.
it puts because WWE right now is a culmination of the World Heavyweight title and the WWE title.
Yeah.
And it has so much lineage. It's awesome.
And then obviously we're seeing the togetherness real quick of Evolution before
And then
we wrap
Triple
up the
H
show.
also has the Ric Flair hair from the 1980s right
Yeah,
here.
he really does. That's crazy. This is the other thing too. They're in. So this is actually April 18th. So that just passed, obviously.
How much do you think of an ego boost this was for Flair? Like
Oh,
Triple H just
100%.
wanted to be him, Shawn Michaels just wanted to be him, Orton wanted to be him,
Amazing.
Dave Bautista like just probably raged with him all night. Like
100%. Probably a really good confidence booster. And you got to see that in the next couple of years. Obviously, he doesn't retire till 08, so there's another 4 years here of good company for Flair.
You are Ric Flair. Just remember that. Like that's like one of the best lines Triple H ever said. He's like, remember, you are Ric Flair.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll wrap up the show. Just to talk about the modern stuff. Yeah, hopefully some of these titles diminish, and that's good though. I think that's like we always talk about.
What do you think of all the titles from different companies being traded on AEW? You think it like kind of this dilutes a product? Or?
It does, but it doesn't. Like I think
just
it
wanna see
dilutes
where
it.
it goes.
As I say, I think it dilutes it only for the simple fact is it's hard to follow. Like I don't watch Ring of Honor, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if somebody that you like wins it, you would want to go see it on the show.
Yeah.
Like on the Ring of Honor show, and also this might branch, like AEW content might branch into Ring of Honor, so it might make you watch it anyway. So like I'm torn on it to kind of talk about it.
Yeah, I'm actually happy to see where it goes. I hope it actually brings AEW to the Northeast because I would love if they came here. I think that'd be cool.
I would watch both. Yeah.
I would definitely try to go to the arena to see that. I think that'd be a cool show to see.
Yeah.
Because we never got a TNA, we never got WCW. We just get WWE up here. So
I think WCW came once.
I mean, it was before my time.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was in 2000 when it was low because I remember I actually wanted to go because I was a big Booker T fan. But my mom said, like, there's really no big names that like you like here. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So we didn't go, and then we ended up finding out that the attendance was like 2,000.
Wow,
like it was
that's pretty
awful.
low.
Yeah, well, it's 2,000 WCW. What do you expect?
Yeah, true.
But yeah, we'll definitely obviously in our next match. If you guys want to give us any input, like I said, or like we said, social media is at PML Show. Like we talked about last week, this April, May, June is. If you're an historic fan, it's some In Your Houses. If you're a more current fan, it's more Money in the Banks and backlashes all throughout. So we could definitely talk about those. If you guys want us to go to a past WrestleMania or Rumble, we could definitely do that just to keep it entertaining.
We're gonna do a mini episode, I think, down the road, and we're gonna do a Taker test at SummerSlam. My brother's gonna come up. My brother has some time off in the summer.
Oh, we'll definitely we can definitely do this.
We could
Ironically, in my Amazon cart right now, I actually have another mic in my cart and another webcam. I don't think we'll need the webcam, but I might buy one just in case. Because I was actually thinking if we do video games, we'll have it on the TV. But even if not, we could put it on our guests. But we obviously will need another mic for Q-Tip because I am really.
We could have him on the couch there, like he could be like the Howard Stern show. That's what it'll be like.
I'm very, very, very excited to watch that match with him. We might need to actually have to watch another match after that because I'm going to be like,
we can watch a couple matches off the card.
Yeah, we're not covering that match. That's all I got to say, and just that match only. But all that to say, you guys want us to watch anything, you guys definitely reach out to us. We could even branch out to, like I said last week, WCW, ECW. As long as nobody breaks their neck or like is set on fire, I'm not doing death matches. I'm sorry. That's the only line I will draw.
I don't enjoy that. I'll watch ECW. I'll watch anything from ECW. I feel like it was but it wasn't. Oh my
wasn't
God.
over the top. Yeah. So
because I don't like that kind of shit.
Yeah, same. So if you guys have any input on anything, WCW, WWE, we could definitely talk about like we talked about before and last week, the landscape. The overall card, the match itself, the characters in the match, characters on the show. Even we'll obviously toss in some modern stuff of AEW or new stuff of AEW and WWE. Like we're just here to kind of talk about an overall topic, and then we're going to throw a little subtopics in, throughout. So, hope you guys enjoyed the show. We are the PML Crew, PML Crew, Rich Lopez, Tom Malloy, Top Shelf Price. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I do think if we don't get any input, we should probably go with an old school WWE match.
Yeah.
Like, let's go to the early 90s or late 80s.
I'd like to do a Mr. Perfect match.
There you go. We'll do Mr. Perfect. Well, if we don't get anything.
Yeah.
Well, although some of these matches might be a little short, so we might be able to do 2. We'll see. We don't want to do too much, but we also want to do a lot because this is fun to do, actually.
It is.
So, all that to say, hope you guys enjoyed your Easter. Obviously, it's a new weekend, so as always, be safe. Enjoy time with your friends, family, and wrestling fans. We are the PML Crew. Until next week, as always, peace.